Before we get absolutely shit-faced, I'd like to remind everybody that this podcast contains two very pissed-up gays of their opinions, rants and raves in life, and overall explicit content which we know you will love. Everyone and anyone is welcome to this podcast, so strap yourselves in, pour yourself a large one, down it just like us, and pour another, and let's get this going and read between the wines. Oh, it's a mouthful. Never swallowed this much before.
Wow. Let's not explain that.
Although it's a really weird colour, isn't it?
Well, you've had worse, I'm sure.
Well, yeah. For those that don't know, we're talking about the whiskey that we're about to shot. Not talking about a load that I'm taking. Hold on, let's cheers it.
Cheers.
Oh my God. You doing the whole thing?
You know what I'm like. Not all in one go.
Little sip. Oh, one minute, I've got to take a moment. Oh. You do the talking.
It's delicious, that is. I love that whiskey.
Oh, God.
That whiskey was very much needed.
The Beyonce whiskey.
Yes, Sir Davis. Yeah, Sir Davis. Oh, you're still...
I'm wincing. Show me how much you took. Oh, I took a lot more than you. That's why I'm wincing. It is nice. My voice and my facial expression kind of giving the impression that I hate it.
But whiskey is not one to like shot. I don't think you should really shot whiskey. Certainly not a single malt.
Well, you know me, I like to swallow.
You are a swallower.
But thought we'd have a little shot.
No, indeed.
Well, this is a pre-rec episode.
It is.
Because by the time this goes out, we will be on the beach.
We will be on the beach.
In sunny Tunisia. So we have decided to book a last-minute trip. We booked it Saturday.
We did.
And this is a pre-rec, so this is Sunday. So this will go out Monday. So firstly, happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Hope everyone's well.
I hope you're listening to us in your on your commutes to work. Or
Indeed.
Just after a bit of fun if you're working from home. Or imagine having working from home, having sex midway through your Teams message. I kind of think that we would be a bit of a mood kill after. Should I put some of that fucking podcast on to get us in the mood? Instant fucking flaccid dicks all round.
I don't think that's true. Maybe I think some of the stories you've told in the past could be seen as kind of erotic.
This isn't erotica podcast. This is two gays.
Maybe we should talk in our most sultry voice.
Is that what it is? Oh gosh, we've already spoke about this in previous episodes. My voice is not attractive, and my accent is not sexy. So there you go.
But anyway, welcome to Read Between the Wines.
Yeah, hello from Tunisia.
Hello from Tunisia.
Yeah, how's the week?
The week's been full on. We've had quite a busy week. Obviously, there's lots of preparation going on, which we'll come on to later on.
Tickets are still selling fast.
Amazing.
Yes, lots of podcast. Lots of progress in the live pod. We've had now we had 3 familiar faces kind of help us out with bits and pieces for the live one, so there will be some familiar faces.
There will be indeed, yeah, more
some
of those.
form. But yeah, we've had 3. One of them I'm so fucking happy with. I won't say who, but I'm so impressed and so happy with the energy and the commitment to delivering something pretty awesome for this podcast.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
so fucking excited to show everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can't thank them enough. We'll thank them on the show, but yeah, come along, come and see it.
Yeah, come and see us, get on stage.
Yeah.
The Northern Lights.
Yes.
Oh my fucking God. So I've got to again shout out the beautiful Elle, who is just the most wonderful human being. I've only known Elle for about a month now.
Yeah.
And in that month, I feel like I've already made such a close friend.
She's a total babe. Absolutely.
I love her. I love everything she stands for. She's such a beautiful person. Kind-hearted, friendly, polite, supporting us. And I said to you, didn't I? I said, we really appreciate everyone buying tickets to the show, and we love it. But when you meet someone and you've only can't get my fucking words out. You've only known them for a few weeks, and they've already they've been listening to our podcast.
Yeah.
She's been we've gone for drinks. You know, she's invited friends along to the live show. That's signs of someone just really special.
And she's as fucking filthy minded as we are, so
yeah,
we love you.
That's what we love about her. That's what we love about her. She fits right in with us. She's right up our street. So Elle, we adore you.
We do.
We absolutely
do indeed.
We love you. But the night we were out with Elle, and we had loads of drinks, and it was lovely. I forgot that the Northern Lights were coming over South London, which is where we live, and I was fuming, weren't I? When I got I was like, oh, I bloody missed it again.
All the way home.
And then we got home, lo and behold, we went out to the garden, and they were there. There they were.
From our back garden, staring up. Not from our hot tub, but
not from our hot tub. But yeah, I was so fucking happy with that.
They were fantastic.
We
had such a great view. And like the stars as well. It's so rare to see stars in central London as well.
Lovely.
So it's funny, I've got a story about that. I went away with my family to Iceland, maybe about nearly 10 years ago now. Obviously a place where you can really see them. They often visible, maybe not always from centre of Reykjavik, but this one time we were there, they were really there the whole week, and we didn't see a single sight of them because obviously late at night we didn't get out to see them because I had my mum and she was, not able to go outside in the dark. But I was kicking myself the whole time. I was like, that was my best opportunity to ever see those Northern Lights. Never gonna fucking see them again. And here we are.
Well, we saw
in our literally in our backyard. So
and we're in holiday mode. Like as soon as we stop filming this, we have to get ready and go to the airport.
We do.
So we're squeezing this podcast in because we don't want to miss a week.
We don't want to leave our listeners
waiting.
We
don't. Well, no, not especially not the lead up to a live one.
Absolutely not. No, not at all.
So yeah, must talk about my embarrassing moment in Primark.
Oh yeah.
So for context. We're going away, but we don't have hold luggage. And one of the reasons why I don't think we need hold luggage is because when we went to Ibiza, I took a hold luggage case.
Yeah.
I didn't use none of it. So I've managed to fit it all because we've got carry on and we've got a rucksack, so that's enough.
Yeah.
But with that, you can't take obviously any liquids that's above 100 ml.
Yeah.
Right, so look at me looking at Matthew. Anyway, so I said in Primark quite loudly because we was getting those little bottles and stuff from the waterproof pack, and I literally said to you, and I didn't realise how loud I was, and I didn't realise
right next to a lovely family.
Yeah, I was next to a family, and I said the only problem about carry-on is you have 100 ml liquid, but that doesn't really mean you can fit 100 ml of lubricant into your case. But never mind, it's usually a fucking spit job for me. And I said that so loud that the fucking family and two women that was in the now that little section with the now
yeah
all looked round. And at that point in my life, everybody in that shop knew that I use spit sometimes.
I mean, let's be fair. We were in Primark. I'm sure even the kids of that age...
Well, the clientele.
If the shoe fits.
I don't shop in Primark, and I only go in there for things like the accessories or, that waterproof phone case or things like that. I don't shop in there.
Knickknacks.
Yeah. But yeah, that was an embarrassing moment I won't forget about. Before we go into... Tell me, if anybody else had an embarrassing story like that, please write into us or DM me or Danny on Instagram. We'd love to read them out on the live.
Yes, please do, yeah.
Keeping with the live before we go into news, shout out to... I won't say their names because... they're coming to the pod, and I want to definitely going to get them up on stage. But thank you to the two lovely ladies that are coming to the podcast. One of them listens to the podcast every week, and I love her. She's the same lady that wrote in about the fake tan lube story. Actually, that's quite nicely on with what I just said. Isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a nice little flow. One of her friends is excited, but she doesn't know much about like gay terminology or gay terms or stuff. And she did say that she's been Googling things after listening to some of the things that we say, and now she said her algorithm is that of a horny gay man.
Well,
Well, we might, as we were saying after we got that voice note, we might have to give her a little lesson on the night.
We might, yeah, exactly.
Tell her to be prepared.
We'll bring our toys.
Yeah. Little seat on stage. But yeah, news. Let's jump into the news.
Okay, let's go.
Doctor... This is fucking funny. Usually celebrity news, but I found this one quite funny. Doctors found a cockroach in the vagina of a woman who went to the hospital complaining of an extremely strange feeling in her private parts. She was also unable to sleep the previous night, and she said it felt like something extremely strange was in her vagina. Doctors were stunned when an examination revealed the dead roach inside her. Oh, God. Firstly, I thought that roaches last apocalypses and if the world's wiped out, a cockroach would survive. So what the fuck is going on with her vagina?
Well, that's it. Maybe it's a...
That roach is like, I can survive atomic bombs, but this fanny...
I'm getting out of here
didn't get out, did he?
Well, no, maybe it was comfortable for him. Maybe it was...
Oh, I wonder... Oh, God.
They do like a moist
But also, what did she do to get the cockroach up there? They're not exactly like...
She's clearly not very sexually active.
And there she is. And
what else is up there? Spiders, woodlouse?
It's like a fucking... What's it called?
Moths?
Like a you know those things at London Zoo with the ants and stuff? That part of the zoo.
Oh, yeah.
The insects hub.
Single-handedly repopulating the cockroach population. Was that in the UK?
I don't know. No, it wasn't actually.
Probably Birmingham.
No. Probably South East London, to be fair. I think it was abroad. But that's rank.
Ugh, that is disgusting.
Firstly, I've got a lot of questions, but I'm not going to get the answer to. It's like, how did that happen? How did you not feel it?
Clearly not wearing pants often enough.
Yeah, and imagine if you went down on her and that cockroach fell out.
Crawled into your mouth while you were doing it.
It'd be like a sexy bush tucker trial.
I think I'd rather have chunky cum like that guy from
I don't know. Y'all are disgusting.
Yeah, that is gross. Maybe clean it out a bit more often, I think. It's my advice.
It must have been so stuck up there. I can't.
It's very important to wash the outside and the inside of your private parts.
Yeah, don't just wash the outside of the penny. Wash the inside as well. Same with men. There we go. Well, it's not the same with men, to be fair, but...
No.
Uncircumcised men wash the inside. What the fuck are we going on about?
Listen back to our episode about B-days a few weeks ago.
Yes. Cissy Houston, the mother of Grammy Award-winning artist Whitney Houston, has died aged 91. Sad. Houston died on Monday morning in her New Jersey home while under hospice care for Alzheimer's disease. Her daughter-in-law, Pat Houston, told the press the acclaimed gospel singer was surrounded by family. Well, 91's not a bad age.
That's a great life. And
especially if she's had Alzheimer's disease.
Yeah. And she was a singer in her own right, wasn't she?
She was. Mm-hmm. And Dionne Warwick was Whitney's goddaughter.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Pat Houston, though, there's a lot of... Have you read about Pat Houston?
I've heard about him, yeah.
No, it's not him.
Sorry, I've heard about Pat Houston.
Do you know what? What you've just done there is the polite thing of when nobody, like, oh, yeah, I don't know. Have you been to Lanzarote? Oh, yeah, I love Italy. It's like you don't know. You've not heard of Pat Houston, have you?
I thought that was her dad.
No. Pat Houston is Whitney's sister-in-law.
Oh, okay, no, I'm thinking... Who was her dad?
I don't fucking know who her dad is. This isn't an episode of Ancestry.com. I'm just reading the news.
Okay, let's
Pat Houston, there's a lot of, like... what's the word? There's a lot of, like, chat amongst the internet about Pat Houston and her role with Whitney Houston, and Bobby Brown's sister Leola Brown, who added me on Facebook, and we got chatting one day. She basically said that Pat Houston is the devil. She was like, she's like controlling all the finances, like she's like Whitney would still be alive if it weren't for Pat, and all that bullshit. But Leola Brown's quite unhinged anyway. Okay. She got booted out at Whitney's funeral.
Did she?
Look at me acting like I was there. But yeah, no, she did get booted out at Whitney's funeral, and then she came out, and then she went to the press and started slagging off Pat Houston. But yeah,
a lot of problems in our family.
Well,
dear.
Barely. Well, Sissy, Whitney, and Bobby Christina are all together now.
Yeah, R.I.P. to you all.
Yeah. Kanye. When has Kanye West not hit the fucking headlines?
What's he done now?
Well, this is quite serious. So Kanye West has hit the headlines. I mean, when as I said, when doesn't he? But he has been accused of drugging and raping his ex-assistant at one of Diddy's infamous sex parties in a new bombshell lawsuit. So Lauren Pisciotta, I hope I said that right. Anyway, she has sued Kanye West in June for allegedly sexually harassing and stalking her while she worked for him, and that was in 2021 and 2022.
Okay.
And now she has launched an 88-page bombshell lawsuit which files dozens of disturbing claims, and amongst all of those, one of them is drugging and raping.
Wow.
So yeah, God.
I mean, this whole Diddy lawsuit is going to pull down so many people in the entertainment industry. So many.
Interesting though that it's taken Diddy to pull it down and not R. Kelly.
Yeah.
When R. Kelly was just as bad.
I mean, R. Kelly was a few years prior to that in terms of when his career took off.
But surely there would have been, what I mean by that is there would have been celebrities of that era that would have been involved doing similar things to R. Kelly.
Yeah,
surely.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Like
well, time will tell.
Yeah,
We'll
not many people got dragged through the mud with R. Kelly, but it seems like with Diddy, it's everyone.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, he's tried to post bail, hasn't he? But he ain't getting that.
He ain't getting that. You're in jail for life.
Well, fucking too right.
There's no amount of money that should get you out. What the allegations are.
We watched that R. Kelly one, didn't we, yesterday?
We did, yeah.
Kicked off and he screamed.
Meltdown. I bet he's regretting that now because he's guilty as hell.
Well, he's got 30 years in jail.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's like nearly 60, so like he ain't getting out of prison.
He ain't getting out of prison. No.
Diddy's probably going to face the same fate because P Diddy must be in his 50s.
I would assume so. Yeah.
Let me have a look.
I would assume so.
I think he's probably in his 50s. But yeah, he's gonna meet the same fate in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
He is 54.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh well, if you behave like that and you think you can get away with it because you're music moguls or millionaires or celebrities, then you face the fucking consequences.
Absolutely,
as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely.
Anyway, on to some more lovelier news. Martine McCutcheon has released a video for a partnership with Lidl this week for their festive season, and it includes one of my favourite people, Charity Shop Sue.
Oh.
It is fucking iconic. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, it's so good. The only thing I'm a bit disappointed at is Charity Shop Sue doesn't say anything in it.
Okay.
But she features in the advert.
Right.
But I've got a little clip of Martine singing on the advert, so let's play it.
See it.
Just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Use me while I'm looking for. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Savings you just can't ignore. Oh, what it does for me. All it can do for you. 'Cause it's on our side. A Scandi app with pride.
I thought she disappeared. Oh, actually, do you know what happened though? She's hit the headlines recently because her husband left her. Didn't
Really?
He? Yeah, her husband left her and filed for divorce on Martine McCutcheon.
Oh.
I met her once at the Michael Bublé concert.
Did you? I don't know. She seems like quite a nice, wholesome celebrity.
Yeah, she sat with me at the Michael. Well, not actually with me, but next to me at the Michael Bublé concert.
Oh, okay.
She's really lovely.
Nice to see her back, I suppose, and
Yeah, but I mean, come on, nice to see her back on screen. But come on, you've gone from Love Actually, EastEnders, and to a Lidl advert.
yeah. Well, maybe slowly coming. Obviously, she's not been on screen for a long time.
I mean, saying that, adverts where the money is. I used to get paid a shitload of money for the adverts I used to do.
That's the one. Well, yeah. Now you're getting adverts including like Idris Elba is in the celebrity, like massive actors. Tina Fey.
Do you know the adverts I've done in the past?
I don't actually know. I know you did one for Love Honey.
I did one for Love Honey. That's one I'd rather forget. It's bound to be on fucking YouTube somewhere. I did one for the KFC 99p burger.
Okay. Okay, nice.
I did a Deliveroo advert as well during lockdown.
Okay.
And
There we go.
I can't remember what else. Oh, a government one. I did a government one, like direct Gov Careers and stuff.
Oh, right,
I did one of
yeah.
those as well. That was the best paying one.
There we go. Okay.
But yeah, good to see her back.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
We're on a podcast. So obviously we spoke about last week Locktober.
Yes. I'm still reeling from that. To be fair, that was.
Well, yeah. For clarity to the listeners, we didn't lock ourselves up. Imagine going through airport security later on with a fucking chastity.
Well, maybe that's a story for next week's pod.
Ended up in a Tunisian jail. Fucking hell. But there is some such thing as Kinktober, I found out as well.
Okay.
So it's not just Locktober this October, it's Kinktober as well. Fucking hell, when does it end?
I know. I mean, I've never heard of Kinktober. I hadn't heard of Locktober before last week.
Locktober makes more sense because it's a play on the word October.
Yeah.
Kinktober is a thing because I did a bit of research.
Yeah. But you know, everyone has their moments.
Yeah, I'm not putting a chastity belt on. Imagine putting that on and then losing the keys
You're fucked, aren't you?
That's like I lose my car keys all the time. If I lose my chastity keys, I'm fucked.
Calling a locksmith. How much you charge for this, mate?
Imagine opening the door.
Oh, I wouldn't want. Imagine getting those massive like clippers. Oh, that's a bad circumcision there, isn't it?
Oh gosh. How would they do it? You'd have to call a locksmith, wouldn't you? You wouldn't want to go. It's either that or go to A&E. I won't go in A&E with a fucking cock chastity.
I think you're safer in A&E than having some dodgy locksmith
I
coming
feel
around
like
with
I'd
his-
just leave it on for eternity.
I wouldn't make it. You wouldn't last 5 minutes.
I wonder if though, if I did leave it on. Imagine if I did get it caught on me and then I left it on and then I died. When my body starts to like disintegrate, would my would my penis just drop off? And then, like, if they open my coffin years later, there'd just be a skeleton and a cock cage. Let's exhume Ronnie. What the fuck is that cock cage in there?
It might be a nice artifact and view for future people to see what we got up to in the early 2000s.
Oh, you were like, when you're embalming him, can you put a bit of brasso on the cock, please?
A little bit of embalming oil, a bit of WD-40.
Bit of brasso. You know,
WD-40 to keep the joints going.
oh, gosh. That makes me laugh. Well, yeah, I'm not putting that on. But anyway, as it's Kinktober,
Yes.
and actually a little bit following on actually from one of last week's stories about the girl that just, was it her work colleagues or someone, or she got, I can't remember what the fucking story was now. She basically likes to get pissed on. Oh yeah, and then she likes to get like pissed on her lap and then in her hair.
That's right.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, I obviously have taken that one last week particularly. I enjoyed that story.
Yeah, it was good.
So I've taken that and run with it this
Okay.
week. We have run with it this week, and also the lovely ladies that are coming next week. Consider this a little bit of an education. This is the start. This is your homework. Okay, I'm going to set you some homework. So this is the first bit, and then I want you to go off, maybe have a look at some gay kinks and fetishes. And then come back to me, and then on the day I'm going to test you.
Yeah, absolutely. A little quiz.
No, I'm really joking. We won't do that. But yeah, well, the whole idea of being peed on and water sports and stuff. Obviously, some people really enjoy it, and we said last week it's not just for gays. Clearly, straight people like it too because she
Indeed.
likes it. We was a bit opposed to the hair.
Yeah, I'm before. I'm just opposed in general, I think, to weeing. I mean, I don't mind a little bit of accidental urine, but...
How would it ever be accidental?
No, but if you're having sex and you accidentally wee, then that's fine. But I don't want you kind of golden showering me all over the face.
You've just used the phrase accidental urine and made it sound very unsexy. Yeah, I like rimming, I like blowjobs. I don't mind accidental urine. Don't put that on your Grindr profile. Fucking hell. But some people do enjoy it.
Yes, they do.
Some people do enjoy it. Well, in homage to the lady last week, and obviously giving a little bit of an education lesson to people, there is people who have developed a love for piss, particularly in their hair, which
Okay.
is that lady. It got us thinking maybe we would obviously A, give a little bit of a lesson, and B, there's some advice
Okay.
flying around the net on
Okay.
how to have the perfect golden shower. Now, this isn't our advice. This is the advice that we found. So don't take this as we know what we're talking about and we do it on the regs.
Just some general suggestions.
Just some general pointers. We're going to give you some general pointers.
I was going to use the word tips, but I think in the sense of urination is probably...
Well, obviously, as someone that doesn't do it,
Yeah.
what would you have any tips if obviously you've never done it before, but come on, logistically, would you have any tips, or what would you think would be something that you would need to do or look out for? Like for me, my first one would be like, don't do it first thing in the morning.
Yes, don't do it first thing in the morning. Be careful what you've eaten or drank beforehand, because obviously some of these things smell. You don't want it to smell when it lands on you.
Oh God, that sounds gross.
I also feel that there's something else about like make sure your bits are clean before you do it, because the last thing you want is a bit of like dried up flesh
Oh, fuck off.
surviving.
Oh God, right, moving on from our advice. So there was some advice, there was this actual article which gives some advice on how to have the perfect
Okay.
Golden shower. So, in homage to that lovely lady last week that loves it, we're going to give you a little bit of pointers on how to continue to love it.
Here we go.
And for anyone out there that wants to know. Which isn't me. So the first one, they've just said, it's in like points.
Yeah.
And it says bullseye target. If you are pointing that thing at someone else, don't be rude and aim it at their hair or eyes. Only piss on the person placed that they would want to get urinated on. So this advice is not to do it in the hair or eyes. So I feel like this bit of advice is not going to be good for that girl.
Yeah.
Who tends to love it in her hair.
Well, I guess that comes back to what they said. Like, you've got to make sure it's like, where would you like to have it? She likes it in her hair.
Oh, God.
Douse it like it's Pantene. I don't care. She's worth it.
Oh, God. Right, the second one says, be spontaneous. Never assumed if it happened well before, you can just spontaneously do it again. Mid-sex or after, the other party has got to be in the mood for it. Well, I would hope so, because you wouldn't just be like...
Like, on your knees.
Yeah. Oi, open your mouth. I need to go to the toilet. Oh, just gotta go to the bathroom. Remember that woman?
Yeah.
I love...
Well, I don't know. I don't want to... I'm not going to say this because I think this might be another pointer, but I'll come back to that.
We'll say it, and then I'll tell...
It's also about where you do it. You don't want to be doing it in your bedroom because you don't want piss going all over your mattress.
Well, that's not a point in this article, but yes, it's a very good point.
Yeah.
Like,
don't do it in the kitchen where food's being prepared.
Yeah. If you're planning on going out as well, like, don't like dress up and then like just assume you can take it straight from the tap.
Yeah.
Might get on your clothes.
Yeah. Don't do it down your local at the bar.
We're talking like we're talking like that. We're interested in this stuff. We're just responding to the stories.
We are indeed.
Next one is freaky is as freaky does. If you like to do this to someone, you should expect and show them how to do it, and if they want to do it to you, they can.
Okay.
Oh yeah, well, that goes both ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But then I don't know if some like it doesn't always have to be two ways. Some people might just be into giving it.
Some people are more receivers than. It's true. That's true. That's good. That's a fair point.
Yeah. The last one is no kink shaming. If you're engaging in the act, don't be prudish about it. Imagine this. You're in the middle of doing it. You don't have to...
I wonder if... Oh, sorry, go. Carry on.
I've got to think this isn't for me and you're weird.
It's not fucking Corsadil. Is that a bit of Listerine mouthwash?
Yeah, don't be prudish about it, but if you're midway through gargling it, probably all being prudish and judgmental goes out the window.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's not something yeah.
But it's funny because all we've talked about is urine. I guess
Stop saying the word urine, it's horrible.
Piss. Is piss any better?
Well, it's better than urine. It's not biological, it's biology, listen.
I think obviously with all these stories we've been talking about and the confession last week, it was all about piss play. But we've not talked about the other side of this.
We're not talking about it on this episode.
I feel like you should insert like the scat man there.
Oh, no fucking way. Anyway, enough of that. You know what? As well, I was on Instagram this week, and nothing to do with that now. But I follow this account, and I can't remember the exact. Oh, actually, I do remember this. It was overheard at a gay bar. Okay. I love this. Instagram account. It's called Overheard at a Gay Bar. It's so funny. It's like they post things that they overhear at gay bars, and some of them are really funny. We have touched upon some of these before.
I think so, yeah.
God, it must have been yonks ago now, but we have.
Okay.
And it just really makes me laugh. So they put a post up this week, which wasn't what they've overheard at a gay bar, but it did make me laugh. And the start of the post said, "Name a lie that gay people say."
Okay.
So I'm asking you, as a gay person, have you ever told a lie that you think would be quite common in the gay world?
I think maybe once or twice I may have reduced my age, but not like massively. I'm not saying I'm like 18, but I think I've only said like a slightly younger age.
Okay.
Maybe also given a wrong name.
well, I mean, yeah, that's common.
Yeah, but I think those are the only two I would really.
I mean, I've also like told a lie before where I've like looked at. I've been like talking to someone on, I don't know, Grindr, and they've sent me a cock picture, and I've gone, God, that looks so hot. When really it looks like if Chernobyl met
the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Not even the Leaning Tower of Pisa. If Chernobyl met Jurassic Park, but one of those shitty little dinosaurs. It doesn't look hot. I'm like, sometimes when they say, I'm like, ah! What is that nasty thing that you've said? And why does it bend like that? See, I've told those sorts of lies. Where I'm like, oh God, you look so hot in your photo, and like, mm-mm.
Well, those are kind of white lies, because I guess you want to be a little bit sensitive.
Well, yeah, but it's still a lie gay people tell.
They're true.
Doesn't matter what.
No,
doesn't matter.
true.
I'm not lying and like saying, I don't know, I'm a rapist.
No,
I'm
true.
just like, it's name a lie that gay people say, and I think that's a common one. I think a lot of people would like compliment people's private parts when really they're not that fucking special. And B, like, yeah, you look so fucking sexy, like, God, that's so hot. And another one, it's like, yeah, when people are talking like what they want to do, oh yeah, I'm like, So yeah, I've lied.
Yeah. I think also another really common one was probably talking about your size.
Yeah.
I've never lied about that.
Well, neither have I, to be fair, but by the time you send a photo, but then some people, I suppose, they do like up shots, don't they, to make it look bigger.
True. Well, it's all about good angles on any photograph you take.
Yeah, but you say it's for the photograph, yeah, but when you're in person,
True.
It doesn't work.
Right, you can only sug me off or you're down there.
Or you're blindfolded and don't touch me. Anyway, so let's read some of these. So I've screenshotted a couple of the ones that people have said on here. They're not really filthy, but I can agree. So the first one is when they say, I'm verse. No, you're fucking not. You're either a top or you're a bottom. You're not. You either prefer one or you prefer the other. Sometimes you do one and you don't like it, but you do it to take one for the team. But on the whole, you are one of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love that one. I'm verse. Yeah, all right.
AKA a bottom once.
Yeah, or I'm verse. And then he's got like long false nails on, heavy eyeliner, little crop top, booty pants and heels. Yeah, honey, you're really verse. Yeah. Who are you trying to kid?
We've all seen them.
Next one. I just got tested last week. You weren't tested. Last time you were tested was June 2023. It says it on your grind. It says it on your Grindr profile. Stop fucking lying to me. You should produce test results, shouldn't they?
Yeah,
that's what I'd make legal.
Yeah, that would be
produce your fucking test results.
Yeah.
I just got tested last week. I've heard that so many times when I've been talking to people on Grindr. I'm like, show me then.
Exactly, yeah.
Show me then.
Yeah.
Send me the text message. Screenshot it and send it to me.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. Yeah, that should be mandatory.
You know how these conversations go. It's like, are you clean? Mm-hmm. Yes, just tested last week. Are you sure? Yes, I'm also on PrEP. There we go. That's how it goes.
Yes, PrEP being the magic solution for everything.
This one. I'm taking summer off from drag for absolutely no reason. I've heard drag queens do this. I've heard drag queen friends of mine have done this where they're like, I'm not doing it this summer. I need to give it a break. You're just attention seeking, babes. You're just attention seeking. Next one, I'm bi. That's another one.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
If you're on Grindr, you're not bi.
You're not bi. I'm not saying that bisexuality doesn't exist, but I'm saying that these gay guys in the gay bars, you're not.
Yes, absolutely.
This is a good one. My boyfriend and I are open. He gave me permission to come over. No, he didn't.
He doesn't know what the fuck you're doing.
No, he fucking didn't say it. That's funny because when you say this, but then when I see you in Sainsbury's with your boyfriend, you don't even say hello to me. I'm saying that from experience.
There we go.
Oh, me and my husband are open. Yeah, we don't mind. No, you're not.
When I come running up to you in the...
I've also hooked up with both of y'all individually. So why didn't both of y'all say hello to me in Sainsbury's in Charlton? That is a good one though. That happens a lot. Oh, but you've got a boyfriend, yeah, but we're open.
Yeah.
Open for what? Lies?
Open for lies.
Open for lies?
Deceit.
Oh, these little dirt bags. You're all dirt bags.
Yeah, these are all too common.
Next one, I can host. As you get there, and mummy and daddy are downstairs eating their tea and biscuits. Oh, these are very true.
Yeah, they absolutely are.
Oh, this is my favourite one.
Okay, here we go.
Although I don't think it's a lie.
Okay.
Oh, no, it is a lie. It is a lie.
Yeah.
This is a lie.
Yeah.
So the next one, about to lose some followers, about to lose some listeners for this one. Lies that gays tell. Taylor Swift is a great songwriter. I want to meet those gays.
I don't think I do.
I do. They don't like her. They're saying that she's a great songwriter. It's a lie.
Oh, it's a lie.
That's what they're saying.
Oh.
Taylor Swift's a great songwriter, but they're lying.
I see, right, just to get a hookup. Yeah. Just be honest about what you're into and what you like.
Next. Yeah, well.
You've just told someone that you're into
I would.
rimming and piss play, but, you know, you want to lie about fucking Taylor Swift.
I'd want to meet them and go, bless you for your little gay lies. The next one, I've never done it with a man before. Is that meant to be attractive when somebody says that? Because I'm like, that's not doing it for me.
Well, like, I don't know, it's the equivalent in the straight world, like, I'm a virgin.
Tearing the hymen?
Yeah.
The gay hymen?
But, I don't know, that's not a thing.
Don't impress me. I don't care if you've been... Why do I care? But yeah, I mean, that I suppose that lie is one to try and make someone, like, horny about it.
Oh, I don't think that's a turn on.
No, well, not for me. Next one. Sorry, I never check my messages on this app.
Ugh. Yeah, just...
I mean, I used to do that all the time.
Okay.
I do do that. Even on WhatsApp, I don't check my messages. I'm terrible. I'm terrible at replying. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm the worst at replying. It takes me days.
Yeah. So for all of you who've emailed us to Read Between the Wines official.
I don't manage the emails. I can't even manage my own WhatsApps or my own iMessages or my own Instagram. Like, I am terrible at replying. So if anyone listens to this and has WhatsApped me, iMessaged me, Instagrammed me, I promise you, I'm not being rude. I am not ignoring you. I'm
Lies.
No, I'm not though.
No.
I don't have a minute to I find it my schedule is so busy.
Yeah.
Always. I never have any downtime. So much so, like, I've got to finish this podcast, jump on and do some work, and then, like, literally fly to Gatwick.
Yeah.
Not actual fly to Gatwick. Run to Gatwick. So it does take me a couple of days. So
yes.
It's nothing personal. Thank you for your patience at this very busy time. Yeah, I am shit. It's my first time. I'm tight. Bitch, I fell in you. It's like The Descent. You're fucking tight. Oh,
seeing plastic bags tighter than you are.
It's like a wizard sleeve. It's my first time. I'm tight. Shut the fuck up. We're talking about gays here, though. This is gays and not straight people.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm like, fucking hell. I'm gonna park my car in there. You're not fucking tight. Last one. You're the only raw bareback dick I've ever had. You know, why have you got like low speed bumps around your arsehole? Oh, gays are such liars.
They are horny little boys.
Again, like that, I get that all this stuff would probably turn, I don't know, a naive person on. Whereas I'm going to be like, shut the fuck up. I am not the first. Just don't lie. You're not tight. It looks like the Eurostar tunnel.
Absolutely.
Stop lying to me.
Exactly. Be honest.
Oh, God. Gays do love a lie, don't
We
they?
do, yeah. I guess.
I mean, they're harmless lies.
They're mostly harmless lies.
Yeah.
I don't agree with the open relationship one. That's not harmless.
Well, no, that's not harmless. But it does happen, though. That's the thing.
It does, yeah, massively so. Yeah, you see it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it does happen. People do lie, and people
do.
There's this, like, what's the word? There's a like this view about gay people and gay relationships that we are promiscuous and we all love to cheat and this and that, and it's just not the case. Like, it is sometimes. Don't get me wrong, gays can be the worst. However, Doesn't always happen. Like
Yeah,
that.
no, absolutely. Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, if you haven't followed Overheard at a Gay Bar, please do. It is the funniest page I've ever seen.
Okay.
Well, as well as that, follow our bloody Instagram.
Yes,
page
please
as
do. Yeah, absolutely. RBTW podcast.
And I'm just reading some of their quotes now. It's Halloween. They wrote, gays love a Halloween costume that requires a 2-minute backstory and a reference photo. Oh my god, it's so fucking funny. Do you follow it?
I don't know. I'm going to have to follow it, I think.
Oh my god, you've got to follow it. It's so fucking funny. Some of the things that they say, it's absolutely hilarious.
Well, I'm going to rush and follow them following this podcast.
So LGBT stands for Let's Go Buy Tickets, because gay people are always at a fucking concert. And LGBT, that's taken on a whole new meaning
Let's go
for
buy,
me.
and LGBTQ is let's go buy tickets quickly.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's a good one, isn't it? That's a good one. LGBT stands for Let's Go Buy Tickets. Oh yeah. You know what? I love Instagram. Like funny things like It's Gay. Is it It's Gay Lit shit? That page is a good one.
Oh,
as well.
right, yeah. I don't follow them either. I need to follow them.
You co-host a gay podcast and you don't follow these
I
people.
don't. Yeah, I need to up my following game.
Well, yeah, because these people are fucking funny. Someone's like, how are you DL and a bottom? Pick a fucking struggle. Oh. Gay math is going on vacation with 8 friends and coming back with 3. God.
Oh, dear.
I suppose it's these sort of pages, which is why people have these views of gay people.
Yeah, of course.
This is what gay men love to spend £5,000 on a French bulldog and post, anybody want to watch this cutie for me, on their story every weekend so they can fly to Puerto Vallarta and do drugs.
Puerto Vallarta,
it.
yeah. I don't know what that is, but
Started off well, that one, but it went a bit dry, didn't it? But yeah, it's fucking funny. This is my favourite one. Whoever has my fucking voodoo doll, please can you give it a Zempic? That's that weight loss thing, isn't it?
Yeah. That's too funny.
That's like me. Please can you give it a Zempic? Oh god, you are filthy bastards, but we do love it.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And hey, we've all done them in some way, shape or form in our time.
What, those? Oh, those
Not
lies.
Not something.
Say fucking hell. Well, on the
think I
subject of filthy bastards, shall we listen to some slutty confessions?
Let's give 'em.
Let's give it a go and listen to some people be total slutbags. Short and sweet. Well, I'll say short and sweet. There's a few this week, but yeah.
Let's hear what people
Shall we
have been
hear
up
the first
to.
one?
Yeah,
Let's hear what y'all been up to, what sluts there are out there. This first one says, I have a confession. I play with myself absolutely everywhere. I'm 26 years old and I'm a girl, and I have a massive masturbation kink where I like to do it absolutely everywhere. I think it might also be a getting caught kink. I'll do it absolutely everywhere. All over the house, in my car, in work toilets, public toilets, changing rooms, at the shops. It's a thrill to come, and somebody may have heard my heavy breathing in public areas. I have always a toy in hand in my car or at home. I haven't been caught doing it yet. I mean, fucking hell, love. I'm all for playing with yourself, but don't start rubbing one out at the checkouts at Lidl. Do you know what I mean? No.
I don't know. It's part of me wants to say, like, is it impressive to be able to like turn yourself on that quickly? Like I said, in like these queue in the fucking post office, there's nothing erotic about that.
Imagine her like rubbing one out as she's pulling out a nectar card. Sorry, I can't help it.
Do you need more time? Yes.
Suspicious item in baggage area. Say.
Yeah, maybe that for her is like dirty talk.
Well, yes, my love. Play with yourself to your heart's content, but probably don't do it in the supermarket. Don't do it in near nurseries or schools. You know, there's these certain places
certain
which
areas.
I will say, you do you, my love, but do not do it in those sorts of places.
Yeah, don't do you in there.
It's a thrill. Someone may have heard my heavy breathing when in public areas.
Well,
Oh my god, that is a good one. I like that one. Always love it.
that's a very good one, yeah.
The next one. So I fucked my girlfriend's sister after a night out. She was staying with us for a vacation. We'd all been out and got pretty fucking hammered. Once we got home, my girlfriend passed out and her sister started getting ready for bed. She came out of the bathroom wearing a little short set of pyjamas and her nipples were poking through. Drunk me was feeling pretty brave, so started to flirt with her, to which she flirted back. This went on for a few minutes until we kissed and eventually escalated for us fucking on the sofa while my girlfriend had been passed out in bed. Now that's a good confession, but it's not one that I condone.
No, not at all.
Not while your girlfriend's upstairs.
Yeah, not with a sister as well. Or not with anyone, like your girlfriend's there.
Keeping it in the family, I suppose. Fucking hell.
I mean, if it was twins, I guess you wouldn't know. You accidentally got the wrong one, but no, I still don't think I've done that.
Or drop my phone. Or if it was Abby and Brittany Hensel, you could do.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I did your sister last night
Two
because
for
I
the
didn't
price
realise
of
you were
one.
asleep.
I still am so fascinated whether they both like orgasm at the same time, and I want to see their faces.
Well, yeah, they have to, don't they? Do
Yeah, I know, but that's why I want to see it.
But then she said, like, I remember her saying, like, she used to read a book while they're doing it.
Yeah, but she'd still get turned on, wouldn't she?
Reading
Actually, her quivering holding her book.
reading The Hobbit, and you get to
Squirting at like J.R.R. Tolkien's favourite pieces of work. Oh, lordy.
Jesus.
Alright, right, so I'm 29 years old and I went into labour after my husband's friend fucked me.
Oh.
My husband has always had a hot wife fantasy and knew his friend had a thing for pregnant women. So when I was pregnant, my husband let his friend fuck me as much as he wanted, which ended up being almost every day. The day I went into labour, my husband was at work and his friend came over. He'd been fucking me for almost 2 hours and he had to come inside me 3 times and I started having contractions. It was fun giving birth with his cum still inside me. That is the most revolting thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, that is.
Thank you for sharing that. It is a juicy confession, but that is revolting. That poor baby.
Yeah, having to come through like a wall of semen.
Oh, don't say that. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's what happened to me.
Maybe that's not what people okay. No,
Do you think that's what makes us gay?
no, I don't. I've been guzzling cum since inception.
Oh, wrong. Can't say that. Oh, that poor baby. I mean, good for you that you got a kink that goes for you, but they do say, don't they? Semen has like, is it protein and enzymes in it, which induce labour.
Yeah, but not. Yeah, I
it
suppose.
does.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, actually, it's one of those things.
It
isn't
is
it?
like sex, pineapples,
Spicy
spicy food, raspberry tea or something.
Yeah.
Well, it's been ages since I looked at what brings on labour. I mean, it's been 13 years. Are you okay there writing
Yeah. No, I'm thinking of some things for the episode title.
Just getting on your phone, playing on your phone while we're trying to record an episode?
Carry on.
Yes. Next one. Oh, God. Trigger warning, food related.
Oh, dear.
I made him come on my strawberries. I just thought it was so hot how he eats me and drinks me. If you know, you know. So I'm assuming that this is a water sports.
Yeah.
So while I was slurping him, I had a cup of strawberries and chocolate and made him ejaculate on them, which was great because he took a fat load and my cup looked like I poured a lot on. And while I was eating them, he got so turned on looking at my lips. I'm jerking off. God, these get worse every week. Oh, I imagined it. I understand like strawberries and cream, but that's going too far.
Yeah. I mean, maybe on strawberries is one thing, but I don't want it to replace milk in your tea or something like that. That would be disgusting.
But wouldn't it just curdle though? Like,
yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think it would really.
Oh, the thought of that is disgusting. And I don't drink tea anyway, but I wouldn't about
Even less so now.
That is rotten.
Maybe in a coffee. Froth it up.
I don't want a frothy coffee. Oh, lordy. The next one. I've started working as a prostitute. I don't know how else to post this or say this, but my mind has been a blur all day since last night. I've always been into the idea of being degraded, and the opportunity finally presented itself for a friend who told me he started doing sex work to make extra money. I met her pimp last week and I thought about it for a few days and a few nights and finally agreed to join them. I was picked up by 3 guys and it was so nerve-wracking and scary, and I kind of hated myself after, but I was also super turned on. The fact that he took most of the money only turned me on more. He asked if I would do it again tonight, but I need to sit on it for a bit. What are we talking about? I think I might be ready to go again next weekend, but I'm so worried, but also so turned on by all of this. Ooh, that's a juicy one.
Yeah, it's a juicy one.
I don't really know how to give advice on this one. I mean,
if it turns you on and you're going to do it safely, then by all means, try it again.
Well, I would also say that prostitution, is it not against the law?
It is against the law, yeah.
So be careful. I wouldn't condone being a prostitute.
No.
Do what I do. Just ask for some champagne.
Yeah, as long as it's not handing out. I think we said, I asked this last week, like, it's not just, is prostitution just handing over cash? If there's a cash transaction, then it's illegal.
Do you know what? You think I would know this? I was on a prostitution show. Remember that show that I was on? Prostitution show?
Yeah.
Let me just give a bit of context about.
No, I don't think you should.
I was on a BBC show about prostitution, but it was they hired actors to be on it, so I was on it, and part of being on that prostitution show was that I had to learn a lot about prostitution and the laws and stuff. And the only thing I can remember is, and there was loads to fucking learn. Obviously, I was an actor, so I was learning all sorts. But the only one bit of knowledge I do remember is if you have, say for example, you're in one room having sex for money.
Okay.
And I'm in the other room having sex for money. Even though it's my house, we're in separate rooms having sex for money. That, in the eyes of the law, is classed as a brothel. Oh. Regardless if it's your house and you know each other and you even know the people that you're doing it with. If money is being exchanged between your party and mine, then it's classed as a brothel.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I learnt that.
Interesting. There we go.
Stop my house parties every weekend. But yeah, the fucking prostitution show. You know what annoys me about that fucking show is I've done so much work. I've done Casualty, I've done Holby City, I did my favourite all-time show, Silent Witness, I did Misfits, I've done fucking football films, I've done like TV dramas. Huh?
Birds of a Feather?
Yeah. And the one fucking show that always gets brought up when sometimes people recognise me, which is rare now because I'm not acting, is that fucking prostitution show. All the hard work. I'm like,
it's not on your show reel.
No. So many people as well was like, oh my god, I was like, it's not real.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Next one. I masturbated in a cab and the driver came on my face. Woo! Wow, this is one. I'm 19 and he was probably about 50. I was coming back from a party and was drunk, but not too drunk. I felt really horny and just didn't want to stop touching myself, so I slid my shoulder dress down and exposed my boobs. My boyfriend says my boobs look milky and big with pink nipples. So in the back of the cab ride, I started touching my boobs and moaning, and soon started rubbing myself down below. He kept turning back and looking, and I could see him get uncomfortable in his seat because of his boner. At some point, he just yelled, "Enough!" and stopped the car in the middle of a very dull road, and I knew what the road was. He turned back and said, "Fuck," and pulled me out of the car half naked and started kissing my chest and nipples and sucked on them very hard. I still feel his hard bites over my boobs. He then pulled his pants down and was going to make me blow him, but as soon as I got down, he ejaculated all over my face. He looked kind of embarrassed, which is kind of cute, haha, but I let him suck my boobs a little bit more, and then he came again pretty soon and then dropped me off. I'll probably see him again soon, lol. The fact that he said, "Enough," and then, "Fuck," what is he, a caveman? Does he not know English?
Maybe if he was an Uber driver, maybe he was a...
Probably a bit uneducated, I would say. God, he had a right good night.
He did, yes.
You know what? Those Uber drivers can be pervy.
Well, we've heard about your Uber driver story.
Well, I got an Uber driver.
You do, yeah.
But he weren't
50.
He weren't 50, no. I was single as well, and he was really attractive. Yeah. It weren't Uber, it was Bolt.
Okay. You say tomatoes, I say tomato.
And he was very young and very attractive, and I didn't just get with him. He asked to take me out,
Yeah, that's true.
and then we went out, and then we went to a hotel.
Yeah. And then you ask him for a lift home the next morning.
No, I did not. No, I did not. At 4 a.m, I was like, I'm going home. And he was like, no, I paid for this hotel, so I don't care, I'm going home. I don't want to stay here. He was at Rohill Grange.
Expensive hotel as well.
I know, but I wasn't staying there.
No,
I got there. I only went there for drinks with him. I didn't,
yeah.
Like, he said, "Oh, let's go to a bar." So I did, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm going to book a room," and I was like, "Okay, I'm not staying here." He was like, "Come up for some drinks." So then he bought the prosecco upstairs. I don't know if he thought that was going to help the cause, but I was like, I drank the prosecco. Then I was like, I'm going home. And I did.
It's champagne or nothing.
Yeah, I never saw him again after that. Next one. Oh my god. I've been eating my girlfriend out while she's on her virtual conference meeting. My girlfriend spends the night at my place, and sometimes she works remotely, so every once in a while she's online meetings with co-workers. I'm a right tease, and I think it's fun, and I start kissing her neck in an attempt to have sex. Most of the time she won't crack, but I discovered that licking my fingers and rubbing her down below gets her in the mood more. Keep in mind her camera is off, so I go underneath the desk to strip her down and eat her out. She is a vocal individual, so she lets everyone know that she has some connection issues, and she'll be right back until she figures it out, which really means she finally comes. Side note, we enjoy public stuff too. How many people around the world now that do remote working and teams do silly things like that in between?
I suppose so, yeah.
I bet you any money it's rife.
Every time someone's off camera now, one of your work colleagues, you'll always be thinking, no, he's getting some.
Yeah, exactly.
He's doing
Sorry,
it.
got sand issues. Or, Ronnie, hello? Sorry, I was on mute by accident. That's another excuse, isn't it? That way everyone uses. Sorry, I was on mute. Oh, I love those YouTube videos of when they don't think that they're...
Oh, yeah.
Like that man that was having a wank in his work meeting. And some, not even just some tissues, like clearly, I don't think it was lube, it was like moisturising cream or something. He was obviously circumcised. You wouldn't need that.
True.
Wouldn't need that if you had a foreskin.
Yeah.
Oh, we talk about some filth. Anyway, the last one, we've got one more. And then we must jet off
We
to
must.
hotter
We
countries.
must.
This person says, I masturbated in the library.
I reckon...
Was this you the other day? Because you went to the library. This was you, isn't it?
No.
You thought I slipped one in.
No.
I went to the library today and I suddenly felt my dick rock hard in my pants. It's definitely you. Maybe because I hadn't masturbated in the morning. I went to the bathroom and I started unzipping my pants and I already had some pre-cum on the tip. I had to be quiet because there was like 3 or 4 other people in there. Well, hun, of course you had to be quiet. It's a library. After a few minutes, I was about to explode. And I kept edging a bit and was eventually squirted a load all over the walls.
Oh my God.
I felt so released and then I went back to the library to study. Now, when typing that, I get horny again. Fucking hell. Why in the library?
Yeah, what was it in the library that turned you on so much?
I don't know, that's a bit weird.
That is a bit weird.
You got friends that work in libraries.
Yeah,
You ask them
I really don't want to think about them masturbating.
No, but she was telling us, wasn't she? She was telling us that she sometimes like looks in the books and they've wrote like the people have drawn penises in the books.
Yeah.
Has she ever gone to the toilet? Maybe there'll be cum all over the wall. What was he reading? A porny magazine in the library or something?
Yeah.
What turned him on? Like, was it Jane Austen?
I mean, to be fair, it's been a long time since I've been in a library. Maybe they've got like an erotica section.
I don't like library. I don't like library. It's also books that other people have touched.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, all sorts of germs and cum stains.
Fuck that. I haven't been to the library. The last time I went to the library was at my university library. It wasn't like a normal library,
yeah.
and that was only because I had to fucking hand in a project.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, I'm not about to go libraries. But library sex, that's a new kink.
Maybe that's a kink. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we need to get some saucy librarians on here.
Well, if I know any, you know.
Does she listen to this?
No.
Oh, you just shaded her right out. I'm going to tell her to listen to this week's episode. Oh, anyway.
Oh, dear.
All right, well, let's wrap this one up.
Yeah.
A slightly shorter episode this week, but we wanted to get this one out so you guys can listen while we are away.
Indeed.
We will be back in time for the next episode, so nothing will be disrupted. So, yes, please, like, share, subscribe, share this episode, please.
Yeah.
We appreciate it very much. As always, you can listen to us on Amazon Prime, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Audible, on our own website and all other streaming platforms.
You can find us on socials as well. You can find us on TikTok at RBTW Official. You can also find us on Instagram, RBTW The Podcast.
And visit the website, www.rbtwthepodcast.co.uk.
.com.
.com, there we go. I sometimes
Some
get it
people
right.
get it wrong there, it's fine.
Where you can see all a lot of the updates in terms of the live show.
Yes.
And any news from us.
Yes. And finally, please continue to go to Eventbrite. You can find our upcoming live show on the 29th of November at the Tramshire Theatre in Woolwich.
Please continue to buy the tickets. They are selling really, really fast. So they are going quick. So please grab some. And they're all for charity. So we are raising money for Seed, Support Eating Disorder Charity, which is a life-saving charity which teaches people not to just live alone with the eating disorder and not to survive but to thrive. So yes, very important cause and one very close to my heart. So yes, on that one, we are going to end this episode. We've actually got a shitload to do before we go.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week. Hopefully a little bit more tanned.
Absolutely. Bye.
Bye.